Welcome to DevOps India. Please subscribe the channel for more videos on Amazon Web Services and DevOps.
Hello friends, I'm back with another video of DevOps India. In last video we have seen how we can use blue-green deployment with the help of code deploy service. In this video we are going to focus on CloudWatch. And I'm going to show you how can you create custom metrics for memory usage and disk space. AWS CloudWatch by default does not provide these metrics in your CloudWatch dashboard. So we are going to see how we can create such matrices. I have already created one article on custom metrics on my official website devops.in, devopsindia.in, and CloudWatch Custom Metrics memory disks. Okay, so we are going to see how we can create custom metrics, and I have created one EC2 instance, and this is my EC2 instance. Let me take login on that. Okay, where is my putty? It's right here, and here we go. EC2 user, and I'm going to make some changes like color. Background is black, it's okay. Foreground, and this looks good for me. And the font size sorry, 18. Okay, and I'm going to use my SSH key, and it is in my Dropbox. I think it is my downloads. Yeah, so where is my ppk? Right here. And here we go. Right now I'm inside my EC2 instance. So what are the steps for creating custom metrics? Let me tell you. So we need to install some Perl dependency, as AWS providing these monitoring script in Perl. So we need to install couple of Perl prerequisites that are required for that script. Okay, so we can check in my article what are the steps. So as I'm using Amazon Linux 2, if you are using Red Hat, CentOS or Ubuntu, you can follow further steps. So let me copy this for me, and okay, and the dependency package are being installed. Done. So next step is to download the monitoring script. Okay, so this is the command to download monitoring script. So before I download it, let me navigate to my OPT file. It is not required, you can put these scripts in any of your folder. So what I'm going to use my OPT and curl. Okay, if I see right here, these are the scripts. Let me make it unzip CloudWatch script. Okay, so now there is a folder called AWS script mon. AWS script mon. If I list this directory, I can see how many files are there. Mon get instance states.pl and mon put instance data.pl. So there are two scripts. One is for getting data from metrics and another is putting data into metrics. And there is one more file called AWS grats.template. But instead of using access key or secret key based authentication, you should allow a role to your EC2 instance to perform any action on your CloudWatch. Okay, let me see what is the next step. Okay, so you can take a look what are these things are. So what can you do with the scripts? So you just need to copy your template file with aws grats.conf. Copy aws grats.aws grats.conf. Okay, if I go into this file and I can see it requires my access key and secret key. Okay, so let me find my access key and secret key. Okay, I have not created any access and secret key, so I'm going to create one for this demo. And users Sharma, secret credential, create access key, and here we go. I'm going to download this secret key. So I'm telling you again, this is not a best practice to do, but my focus in this demo is to let you know about the CloudWatch Custom Metrics, not about the what is the best practices about using IAM in your application. So best practice is to create a role assigned to your EC2, but I'm going to do this way. Okay, and okay, and this is the secret key. Don't try to use this secret key and access key at your end, because I'm going to delete this secret key and access key after a while. Okay, okay, done. Yeah, of course you should hide your access key and secret key, and these are the uses of this script. You can take a look on the Amazon official site, or you can take a look on this article as well. Okay, so let me tell you, this is the command that you should use. Before we go ahead, let me tell you about the statistic about my configuration. Like I'm having around 1 GB RAM and disk space around 10 GB. So I have one EBS attached with my EC2. It is of 10 GB and 1 GB RAM. So I'm going to monitor these two things with the help of this script. Okay, so whenever I trigger this command, So let me talk about memory first. So I have passed three parameters. First is first for memory utilization, this one. Second for memory used, and the last one is memory available. Similarly, I have used two for disk space. One is disk avail and another is for disk space used. And also mentioned, you have to mention the path of your volume. So the volume is mounted on root, so I have given the root path. Okay. If you want to go in detail what these all options are available, you can take a look right here. Memory utilization, memory used, memory used include cache buffer, memory available, swap. You can use metrics for swap utilization, swap used, and this is for disk space. Okay, to execute this command, let's see what happened. Okay, successfully report metrics to the CloudWatch. Reference ID is this. So let me navigate to my CloudWatch, and my CloudWatch is right here. CloudWatch, where it is, right here. Okay, before I go ahead, let me see. My instance ID is like F99 in class. So metrics, and these are the Linux system metrics. Okay, file system, instance ID and mount point. This kind of metrics are for disk uses, and instance ID is for memory. If you can see, there are three memory metrics available we have created for this instance: memory utilization, memory used, and memory available. And let me see for disk. Okay, so we have created two metrics, one for disk space available and one for disk space used for root mount point and for the same instance. If I want to create metrics, then I'm going to go to dashboard, create a dashboard name is CloudWatch demo dashboard, and I want to add a memory. For memory, I'm going to use stacked area chart. Okay, and going to Linux metrics, instance ID, and I'm going to use two metrics. One is for memory used and another for memory available. Okay, create widgets. As you can see, I don't have any data in these matrices right now. You can see only single dot point right here because we have entered that command only once. So right now I'm trying to send data each minute. So I'm going to put this command in cron. Okay. What is the path? LLOPT, AWS, and mon put. Okay, so let me copy this path. My notepad. So actually I'm setting up this in cron, so I need absolute path. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put in my cron job. Okay, you can trigger it once more time. Cron tab -e, and star 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 star, which denotes for running any command each minute. And there is one more thing. If I'm using this command in cron, then I have to append an option name -cron. It is right here mentioned like this, from -cron. So I have to append this in the command space -from command and save it. Okay, so this command is going to put memory and disk uses data in that specific matrix each minute. Okay, and let me show you this. It is for 3 stack, and okay, custom for each minute. Okay, also you can see the data is showing till 986 megabyte, and very similar to this 985. So what I'm going to do, I know I have 1 GB RAM, so I can do one thing. I can put from 0 to 1. Okay, and or you can say 02124. Okay, that would be much better. So you can see clearly what is the memory being used and what is the memory available, and just update widget. Okay, now I'm going to create one more widget for number and configure, and this is for memory utilization. So 30% memory is being utilized, and now I'm going to create another widget for disk space. Okay, so disk space used and available I'm going to use for both, and data obviously for each minute, and obviously I have 10 GB disk volume, so I'm going to use minimum to 0 to 10. Okay, and here we go. I can drag and drop this matrix right here. Now you can see you have 3 widgets in your dashboard, and we have used all those matrices that we have created using that script. So this is how you can create your custom matrix. Actually AWS providing these monitoring script free of cost. You can download these scripts from the AWS official website, or you can follow my article on AWS which is on devopsindia.in, and you can follow this entire article. Now let me create a alarm if my disk space goes beyond any limit. Suppose if 10 GB of a volume consumed around 6 GB or 8 GB space, then I should get a notification of that. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. Let me navigate to alarms, create alarms. Okay, and here custom metrics. So I'm going to use for disk space and disk space used. Okay, if disk space used, then disk space used. I know my volume is around 10 GB. If disk space used more than 5 GB, okay, and action state is alarm, send notification to me by email to my email ID. Okay, so just create this alarm. Now it is going to check what is the state of that disk right now. On the basis of it is going to set the state of that specific alarm. So sometimes if you have configured any alarm and you see that insufficient data, that may be because it is not able to access your disk volume. Suppose your EC2 instance is in stopped state, then CloudWatch will obviously show the alarm state is insufficient data. So it may take couple of minutes whenever you create any alarm to get the correct state. So I'm going to pause this video for a while. So now you can see the alarm state is okay. So I'm just going to create a large file on my instance that will consume huge space on the instance. So through that we can trigger this alarm. Okay, so for creating a file I'm going to use file allocate -l and 5g sample.txt, and this command is going to create a file name sample.txt of 5 GB. So this may take couple of minutes to create such a huge file. Oops, it all of a sudden created, so it doesn't bug like DD. So there is one more command to create a file which consumes any specific amount of space. You can use DD, and file allocate is similar to that. And if I check my df-h, and you can see available is 3.5 GB and use almost 65%. So using that statistic, the alarm should triggered. We can wait a while because that alarm check all the data each minute, so it is going to take around a minute. So it is going to take a minute, so we can wait. Or you can go to your dashboard and check what is the status of your data. Right now it is showing similar as old. Let's see. Let it get the latest data. Okay, now you can see metrics got changed and disk used is increasing and disk available is getting decreased. Okay, now you can see the state of alarm has been changed. Okay, so you can see it has reached to the threshold limit that I have said. Like if the disk space used is more than 5 GB, then it will trigger this alarm. I should get an alarm for that on my mail. If I go to my mail, okay, right here you can see there is an alarm for me. Okay, right, and you can see all the statistic of that alarm, what is going on with your disk space. Okay, so this is how you can create your disk related, memory related alarm and metrics, because AWS is not providing memory and disk space specific metrics, so you have to create this way, and you can monitor your EC2 instances. Okay, this is all about this video, and you can see how we created these metrics, alarms. If I delete this file, sample.txt df-h, and only 13% used, in a while that alarm will get to normal. Okay, so we can watch in the metrics. Oh, you can see now your alarm is in OK state. So this is how you can monitor your disk space and memory with the AWS custom metrics. And so in next video I am going to show you how can you create custom metrics and alarm on your Apache web server logs. How can you import your logs into metrics and create such alarms. Okay, that's it about this video. Hopefully you like this video.